Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of constant of proportionality. This is standard 7.4C in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 1 of the 2018 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So a recipe says that we need to use, we've got a proportion here, right? 3 cups of flour to make 48 cookies. So what is and this is our clue right here, we're dealing with something special here, constant of proportionality. That's our big vocabulary word right here, constant of proportionality. That relates the number of cookies made, y. So now they're going to even give you some variable labels here. So cookies is y to the number of flours used, x. So number of cups of flour is x, cookies made is y. So let's view this in a typical equation. So a typical equation is going to be, when we're dealing with ratios and proportions, it's going to be y equals kx. And let's label all of these. So this first variable that we start with is our x, and it's our independent variable. So that's where we get things started. So whenever we're dealing with some type of math problem, we have to start with something. So in this case, we're starting with 3 cups of flour. So let's just put that right there. So 3 cups. We do something to it, right? And that is going to be our k. So this is going to be our constant of proportionality, which is what we're looking for. So this constant, what are we multiplying by this 3 in order to get our result? So our result here is this y, which they said is 48. So that is our dependent variable. So the dependent variable changes based on what do we do with our independent variable. And so we multiply it by our constant, and we get this y, right? We get this y of 48. So we start with 3, we multiply it by something, we get to 48. Well, most of us can see, okay, so if I want to isolate this k right here, what I need to do is, all right, we're good at this. Let's divide both sides by 3. But look what we did. What we actually did is we took our constant, right? And what if we divided both sides by x? Well, that's going to cancel each other out. And so I'm going to rewrite it over here so it's a little bit cleaner. Our k is going to equal this y over x. And this is actually on your mathematics chart. So the next time you take a STAAR test, look at your mathematics chart with all the formulas, and it's got the rulers on the sides, and you will actually see the constant of proportionality actually labeled. K equals y over x. And look, in this problem, they even give you the y and the x. They say that the y is the number of cookies. They said that the x is the number of the cups of flour, which is 3. So we simply need to divide up. That's an improper fraction. Let's divide up. So that's going to be 3 goes into 48. 3 goes into 4 once. And 18. So that's going to go evenly. That's going to be 16. So our constant of proportionality is 16, which makes sense, right? So we take our 3 cups of flour, multiply it by a constant of 16, and that's going to get you your total of 48 cookies, which makes sense. So we can eliminate B and C. Those are just 48 and 3. That's if someone doesn't know what the constant of proportionality is. They're just going to grab a random number. Not sure where we got the 0.6 from, but our answer here is going to be D. Our constant of proportionality is 16.